Welcome to Out on the Town with Courtney. This time I'm at Heartland Dental here in Effingham. I'm going to have the opportunity to talk with Dr. Rick Workman, the founder and executive chairman of Heartland Dental, and see where it all started and what positions they have available for you in 2016. Welcome to Out on the Town with Courtney. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Rick Workman, founder and executive chairman of Heartland Dental. Now, Heartland Dental, founded in 1997, has been almost 20 years in business. Tell me how it's shaped not only doctors, but your teammates' lives being working at Heartland Dental.
Well, it's been a tremendous journey for a long period of time, no doubt, and we've been very blessed. Our goal is to support dentists throughout the country, provide them all the services they need so that they and their teams can focus directly on patient care, and that's what they have to do. And then when they're done, they can go home at night and have a great life. Most dentists who own their practice have to take care of the accounting, figure out how to do marketing, figure out what the latest technology changes that may be coming down the way, try to figure all that out. Heartland has teams of people to do all that research and help teach the doctor, here's what you need to know, make them have a great life.
And since you have all those resources of people in different departments all under one roof for Heartland Dental, that makes for a pretty large staff. And here in Effingham, your home office has almost 600 employees.
Yes.
That's quite the growth over the 20 years. So why did you decide to give a home of Heartland Dental here in Effingham?
Well, because it's where we kind of grew up. I don't think any of us could have imagined years ago that this would have occurred, but each year we keep thinking, well, now if we do this and do this, then we can do this next year. And so here we are. I know about 3 years ago we talked about expanding our building. We wondered if, gosh, would we ever really fill up all the spaces in the building? And here we are 3 years later. We've basically overgrown the building. We have, as you say, nearly 600 people. We're adding about 100 new net jobs, actually more than 100 new net jobs every year. I've had people say, boy, you're advertising a lot. Well, we need a lot of good help for marketing, for IT particularly, and accounting. In our patient services center, we'll add maybe 50 jobs this year also. Heartland supports an additional 100 offices, 100 dental offices out there every year. So for all that, we're going to need somebody to do marketing, somebody to do the accounting, somebody to put in the computers and maintain the computers and the software. So as Heartland's ability to grow the number of offices supports, we have the home office here in Effingham that does all that support. Maybe a longer answer than you want, but why Effingham? Again, so we grew here, but we've done studies to say, can we stay here? Should we move? And our partners along the way have quickly learned, as we've known for years and years, that the people who live and work in Effingham are smarter than average. They really are. They work harder than average. They really do. They show up for work. They'll do their job. And they're loyal and they'll stay here. If we treat them right, they'll stay here. We are very proud of our low turnover rate among our employees. And so every time someone suggests maybe we should consider moving out of Effingham, the reality is we would not want to do that.
Sure. And when you're talking about, hiring these people to work for Heartland Dental, how do you retain an employee once they're through your doors to make sure that you can have that good quality employee stay for years to come?
Yeah, obviously that's very important. I think you obviously have to offer competitive wages and benefits, which we hope and believe we do, but we also offer people, as a hallmark to our company, the opportunity for personal growth and development. People want to become successful, they want to learn something. One of the things that we do at Heartland is we bring in people from our other offices here almost seems like every week. I think we had over 10,000 hotel rooms in Effingham last year. Continuing education for our doctors, for our team is critical. It's also critical for people who work in accounting and people who work in marketing and human resources, etc. So treating people with respect, doing the right thing, giving people a chance to succeed and have a great life and career, I think is important as obviously offering proper wages and benefits.
Sure. And, not only your office in Effingham, you're looking for people, but you're looking for good quality people outside of Effingham, outside of even Illinois at that. You have over 32 different states that have offices. So people can apply virtually anywhere here in the U.S. that you have an office.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things that we've seen as time goes by is, there's people even from Effingham who sometimes ended up in other states.
Sure.
Where they can stay with Heartland, but a spouse or a loved one or a career opportunity would take them to another place and they can stay with Heartland. But we have that network. If you're a hygienist graduating from Lakeland College and you go, well, the last 8 hygiene positions have been at the same place for the last 8 years in Effingham, but I could go to St. Louis, or I could go to Oklahoma City, or I could go to Florida. And so they get a chance to see that a network like Heartland supported offices is a place where you can have geographic flexibility, and in today's millennial environment, that's pretty critical.
Yes, it is indeed. Now, we talked about the different mental or mentality that you can be able to grow somebody once they're an employee, but also physically. The Richard E. Workman Complex is going to be a huge asset for the Effingham residents. So again, I'm going to ask you, why did you choose Effingham for such a facility?
Well, I didn't pick that facility, let's be very clear. That is something that has been in the back of people's minds for maybe as much as 30 years. And honestly, over the last 6 or 8 years, time does fly, so it's maybe 8, a lot of folks worked very much harder than I did on that facility, and we almost got it done a time or two and it didn't work out. And this last time, Hank Stevens, Mike McDevitt, and others worked really hard. Dave McDevitt, I believe, sorry, worked really hard on that and got it to the final stages of fundraising needed. They were able to get enough debt from the Park District, and Heartland was blessed to have done an event in 2012 that created a little extra savings, I'll say it that way.
Sure.
And maybe my lead gift, a family's lead gift, may have made it a little bit of a difference to get it over the hurdle, but really we had not nearly as much to do with as a lot of other people. And I think it's going to be a tremendous opportunity for Effingham County and surrounding areas. It is going to be an amenity that is like a golf course, or great movie theaters, great restaurants, great hotels, other great businesses for career opportunities that will cause not only people to stay here and have a better life here. I think it's going to cause a lot of young families to move back to Effingham or consider moving back to Effingham. And it's just going to be great for the community. I know that the kids are going to have a fantastic time. I've seen inside and it's going to be unbelievable.
I think it is going to be as well. So thank you very much, Dr. Workman, for taking the time to talk to me a little bit more in depth about Heartland Dental and the opportunities that Heartland Dental provides.
Well, thank you so much for getting a chance to share our story.